Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
it's
audible.
audible.
Assalamualaikum.
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, Azbek. Yes, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good. Okay, let's start, right? So let me just introduce. Can you see me, by the way? Cannot hear you. See myself. Okay. So hello, everyone. Thanks for joining on this beautiful Saturday. So today, this webinar is organized on the request of the assessment agency here in Uzbekistan. And they are working on an exciting project, and they're going to tell us about that. And if you're interested in joining and becoming a professional assessment writer for the multi-level assessment, then you can apply. So, and today we have Avazbek Abbasov, who is the chief specialist at the assessment agency, and he is also one of the developers of the multi-level English proficiency test in Uzbekistan. So Avazbek, over to you.
Thank you. My name is Avazbek Abbasov. Thank you a lot for your interest in this webinar. First of all, I need to explain you why we are hiring item writers. So, at the assessment agency, we develop tests for the assessment of foreign languages, which is currently known as multi-level English proficiency test, more commonly known as CFR tests in our country, although a misnomer. So multi-level English proficiency test is becoming more and more popular in Uzbekistan because of the certain attention to learning foreign languages, both from the government and the people in our country. So our test is becoming more and more popular. So it is accessible in all the regions in Uzbekistan. It is accessible in terms of financially and it is accessible to everyone in Uzbekistan. So there is a need for standardization of this test and validation because this is a very high stakes examination. With this certificate, some people can earn more money. They can be eligible to salary bonuses. They can go to higher education with these certificates, etc. That's why it's a very high stakes examination, and with high stakes examinations, they should come standardization and validation. Currently, we are in talk with different international organizations to validate our examinations. For example, British Council Global Assessments Team, CITO International Organization, Cambridge Assessment English, etc. And our aim is to achieve the accreditation from ALTE organization. They audit our tests, and if it is eligible, they can give us QMark, quality mark, which paves the way for international recognition of our examination. In short, our test will become internationally recognized proficiency test as IELTS, APTIS, etc. There is a lot of steps to take in order to achieve this, and it takes a lot of time. But everything starts with preparing the people who are the workforce in our system in a multi-level English proficiency test. We need people who can write, who can develop items for high stakes examinations. So we decided to have this webinar with you to introduce you to our aims, our goals, and if possible, hire people who can create us, who can write us uh, high level um, items for our examination. So there are certain requirements in order to be eligible to be an item writer. First of all, you need to have a qualification in teaching English or testing. TESOL, it could be a TESOL or its equivalent. And it's also required that you have English proficiency proof at at least C1 level, uh, which could be which is equal to 7 in IELTS system, CAE in Cambridge, uh, means youth examinations, or 104 in TOEFL. So you need to have English at least at C1 level, and you are also supposed to have at least 2 years experience using CAFR in teaching or testing environment. So you need to have teaching experience at least. And you need to have experience working or learning remotely, because the training session, everything working also is set in remotely, um, in special platforms. And you also need to have strong writing skills, because for listening tests, for reading tests, you are going to create texts yourself. That's why your writing ability should be as strong as possible. So, what are we going to offer to you? We are going to offer a 9-week training course with the British Council Global Assessment Solutions team. It includes item writing basics, which consists of assessment of all 4 skills: uh, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. And it is tailored to the needs of the assessment agency. It is tailored to our context. So the skills you are going to develop in this training course will be transferable to any kind of examination settings. They prepare item writers with the samples of UPTIS examination, but the skills will be transferable, and you can easily convert these skills into writing items for multi-level English proficiency tests. And you will be offered an item writing job on a freelancing basis. You don't have to be based in Tashkent. You can be anywhere in order to write items. We will set the working conditions remotely if you are accepted. So uh, we have already done such a course, 9-week training course with other people, and some of the trainees are recommended by British Council assessment team to write items for our examination, but the I, with only a few people we cannot create, or we cannot have a stable testing system. The training courses should recur, so at certain intervals we should have training courses with different people uh, in order to have more people to write items, because it cannot be done with just a few people. That's why we are going to hire some highly uh, qualified people to write items for our test. So this webinar also consists of a small workshop, because we believe that you have C1 level of English, we believe that you have a qualification of university degree, at least a bachelor's degree in teaching or testing English. We believe that you have strong writing ability, but we should also be sure that you can write items following standardized uh, instructions. So we decided to give you a small workshop. We will focus on writing an item at A1 level for listening, for assessing listening. So first of all, we should have some information about the framework the test is going to be built on. Any test should be built on certain theoretical frameworks. For example, competency framework. We have uh, communicative competence framework. I think IELTS is based on this framework. And we also have socio-cognitive framework, which is developed by Cyril Weir. And there are lots of tests which are designed, built, and validated in this framework. For example, the APTIS tests that is developed by British Council, uh, Cambridge examinations, for example, FCE, CAE, are also validated using this framework, etc. And our multi-level English proficiency examination is also going to be built on this framework. I'm not going to speak a lot about socio-cognitive framework, but the part which is really relevant to developing your item, the required item. So according to socio-cognitive framework, at different CFR levels, the test taker will be able to do different things. For example, at A1 level, test taker will only be able to have lexical search, which means that they can understand the words they hear, for example, numbers, names, etc. At A2 level, they will be able to understand propositional meaning at a sentence level. For example, they will be able to understand a sentence. At B2 level, B1 level, they will be understand meaning at intersentence level or paragraph level. So, and at B2 level, they will be understand meanings at discourse level. So according to this framework, the meaning building, the ability of the test taker is increasing by CFR levels here. So we are targeting here at A1 level, in which the test taker will be able to search for certain words in the text they hear. How we are going to write an item for listening test? There are certain steps to do in order to develop an item. First of all, you should choose a topic which should be accessible to A1 level test takers. You should identify a certain function that they are going to do with the text. And then you will go to developing a script, the text they are going to hear in the examination. Then you go to editing your draft in terms of length, grammatical complexity, lexical complexity, etc. And then you will develop the item itself or the question itself. So now we are going to develop an item here. Just a minute, sorry. Now we are going to develop an item at A1 level. Here I have created a script beforehand, as you see here. It takes more than a few minutes to create a script, even small. That's why I created this script beforehand to show you. As you see here, we have some sentences here, and before writing the script, you should identify certain topic. Where do we get the topic and functions? So there is suggestion by British Council Assessment Team. We can use this document, exponents, functions, and topics, which contains all the information that is going to be relevant creating tests. So here you can have the list of functions and topics at different levels. For example, here you can see A1 level functions and topics. Here you can see A2 level functions and topics, etc. So among the A1 level functions, I have chosen the topic of leisure and environment. This topic is accessible to A1 level. And for function, I have chosen asking and telling the time. The A1 level test taker will be able to ask for time or tell the time, and they can deal with the topic of entertainment or leisure. So in this, I will be putting these files in the chat so that you can download it later and work on it. So here you can, in this table, you will write the topic you have chosen, for example, leisure and entertainment, and the function you have targeted here, asking for and telling the time. After that, you will put the script, draft script you have developed, you have written here in the script text part. Is it visible to you? Script here, and you will write a rubric here. So in the rubric stem part, the rubric will always consist of two parts: a short contextualization, for example, listen to the message from Mary to Susan, and a short question to focus listening. Here we have a message from Sarah to Mary. So we can write listen to the message from Sarah to Mary, to her friend Mary, we can say, in order to show the relationship between the speaker and the intended listener. And after that, you will write a target question. What am I gonna ask in the item? So I targeted telling and asking the time here, and the time is shown here. Movie starts at 6:30. So I can ask what time does the movie start? For some reason, start. Okay. Now the work is not over yet. First of all, we should edit our script in terms of length, grammatical complexity, and lexical complexity. First comes the length of the text. We need to consider how many words does the script contain and how many syllables there are. So you can easily count words in the Word document here itself. If you select the part, it will show you how many words at the bottom here. As you can see, we have 72 words. According to the requirements, here you can see the requirements for the item. So text length input text length should be 60 to 80 words. Visible, yes? 60 to 80 words. And we also need to count the syllables, because the script you have created will be converted into oral mode, and the longer words you have used, the longer the text becomes. That's why we have identified the syllable count too, and it should be 90 to 105 syllables. This number of syllables will make 30-second length text when you hear it, when you listen to it. So how are we going to count syllables? There are certain online tools to count syllables. You just select your text and copy it in the buffer, and you go to Google and search for syllable counter. It will show you several websites. Here this one, but in Uzbekistan, unfortunately, it doesn't work for some reason, unless you have a VPN. But equally good could be syllablecounter.net. If we open it here, it has a place to paste our selected text. So we just press Ctrl and V to paste our text here, and we press count. Done. Here the total number of syllables, as you see, 101. So the number of words and syllables are we are following in terms of the number of words and syllables here. It is according to the requirements. It's okay. You don't have to do anything in terms of text length. If you have more words or more syllables, you would have to cut certain parts of the text in order to fit in the requirements. Or if it is less than the required, you would have to add some sentences or words. Now we don't have to do anything. It is up to the requirements here. Now we need to look at the grammatical complexity. We should look at the exponents, functions and topics list here. It will give us the grammatical structures we can use at A1 level. If we look at the text here, we have present simple, we have past simple, we have present continuous, we have would-like structure, we have will, future simple, etc. Some intensifiers, simple prepositions, etc. So grammatically, just one thing is wrong with this text, the usage of will here. Because if you look at the grammatical exponents list, for future reference, we only have to be going to, not will. And will is a grammatical exponent at A2 level. That's why here we have to change this structure, because it is beyond A1 level. For future reference, instead of will, we can use to be going to. We have will in two places here. I will wait. So we will have a lot of fun. Instead of this, we can say we are going to have a lot of fun. And instead of will, we don't have to repeat to be going to structure again, but instead we can use imperatives, which is accessible to A1 level. Instead of I will wait for you, we can say wait for me. Wait for me at the entrance. Now, grammatical structures we have used are all accessible to A1 level. The next thing we should consider is the lexical complexity of the text. In terms of lexical complexity, the requirement says that we can use K1 level words. What does K1 level mean? K1 level means 1000 the most frequently used words in the English language, and we can know what kind of words we are using in the text with certain online tools. Uh, I would recommend lextutor.ca, this website. If you go to lextutor.ca, it will open this home page. From here, we should go to a vocab profile in order to analyze in terms of lexical complexity. From vocab profilers, we need to choose VP Complete. From LexTutor CA, we should go to vocab profile and then VP Complete. Here, there is a place to put our text. We should first, not this one, we should first choose the text script, and then let's first clear the place, and then we will put our text to analyze. We have put our text here, and then we should choose certain corpora to analyze our words. There are lots of different corporas here. In terms of consistency, we decided to use British National Corpus, FEMS 20K. Before pressing submit window, we should always choose BNC, British National Corpus, and FEMS 20K. Otherwise, if you use a different corpora to analyze your text, the analysis will not be the same. That's why we should always use FEMS 20K. After that, we will just press submit window, and it will analyze our text here. This is the analysis. We have K1 words here, 68 words, and then 4 K3 words. According to the requirements at A1 level, we can only use K1 level words. That's why we need to identify the words beyond K1 and change them without changing the meaning here. As you see, if we go down, it will highlight what kind of words are at which level. Here, as you see here, the word movie is K3 level. That's why it is given in yellow, and there is a number 3 after it. So off-listed words are given in red color. Off-list words are not something we should consider here. If they are names of people, it's okay. Now we need to choose change the word movie into something which is accessible for A1 level candidates. Movie is not accessible to A1 level. That's why we have to choose it. We have to change it. There are 5 places in which movie is used. Instead of movie, we can use film. We are going to the films. We cannot say, it is a little bit strange to say going to the films. Instead, we can say I'm calling you about going about watching. Let's say watching a film. I'm calling you about watching a film. I really want to watch the new with Jennifer Aniston film. again, continues here. My sister wanted to come. Will you come? Would you like to come with me? Here also films, let's say. And instead of the movie starts, the film starts. Okay. We also need to change the stem here too. What time does the film start? Now we can reanalyze after every change. You go to VP complete, put your text, choose FEMS 20K, and analyze every time, so that you can make sure that you are using words at required level. Here we can see 100% K1 words. Now all the words are accessible for our candidates at A1 level. Now what we are going to do is to create the item itself, which is shown to the candidate in the examination. This part they will only hear, and they are going to see the question in order to respond. So the stem stem is the question you have written in the rubrics. It will be the same as the stem. Let's copy it down here. What time does the film start? And then we need to create options. There are two kinds of options: key, which contains the correct information, and distractors, which contain the incorrect information or wrong answers. So from three options, one of them will be the correct one, and the other two will be the incorrect ones. At A1 level, their cognitive ability will not be strong enough to deal with the distractors if they come in the text. That's why at A1 level, the distractors should not be in the script. Here, let's first put the correct answer, 6:30, 6:30, and we need to create two more incorrect options, which are not in the text. So let's say 7:30 and 8:30. So we need to identify the targeted information in the text in bold, so that the reviewer can see what am I targeting, and we should identify the correct answer with an asterisk and bold in the options. So now the item is done. Now we are going to check once more if we are following the requirements here. The topic is leisure and entertainment. So they are talking, the person is talking about watching, going to the cinema, and the function is asking and telling the time. We ask to identify the time movie starts. And we have the rubric with short contextualization. We are introducing these people. They are friends. We are giving them names, and the question we have here. So we can put the how many words we have written here. Yeah, I forgot one more thing. After changing grammar and vocabulary, you should check if you are not going out of requirements in terms of words and syllables here. We have 71 words. It is okay. We can have words from 60 up to 80 words. And now we need to identify how many syllables I have used here. I go back to syllable counter, and count once more. 97 syllables. So the requirement says that I can use from 90 up to 105 syllables. 97 is within this range. It is okay. Now we don't have to change anything. We have put everything in here, so that our viewer can see our item and analyze if I am following the instructions correctly and targeting the right thing to assess listening comprehension. Do we have any questions? Someone asked how much would course be, when will it be, how many hours of workload in a week. So the course itself will be free because we are searching people. We are the ones who are searching the people. That's why it will be free. But the requirement, the responsibility is great here. Because assessment agency will pay around 1,000 Great Britain pounds for each person who are taking this course. It will be around February. We haven't set the time because I don't have enough people to go through this course. I have 6 people, and I need at least 6 more to start the course. And if I have enough people, we can do it in February. And it will be a 9-week course. It will be a little bit more than 2 months. And for each week, you should set at least 7 hours to work on your items. The workload will be around 7 hours. So how can we apply? So the application will be accepted through Google Forms. I will put everything here in the chat. So I have created the special Google form to get the people for this course. You go to here, you put for some reason it's not working. Yeah, okay. I have to accept responses. Now I can see it. Yeah, you go through this link. I will put it in the chat. You put your full name, contact email, etc. I will also add a place to create an item at A1 level that we have discussed in the workshop. You may also need to upload your English language proficiency certificate, and you should also describe your experience working with CAFR at around 200 words. And also you should describe any relevant experience that would benefit your work as an item writer, etc. Any experience with testing and assessment would be welcome. So this is how we are going to invite people for this course. Okay. Yeah, this is the course for multi-level examination. You will be creating items for multi-level test. Yes, it is online. It is fully online.
Good afternoon. Sorry, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask? Just thank you very much for information. Just you have mentioned that if you would like to work with you, just we should have the teaching experience for the CEFR. But nowadays I'm not teaching the separate, but I'm working in higher education as the teacher. Just I will teach students for reading and writing classes. My classes in reading and writing. Can I have a chance to participate for this uh, workshop or the seminar classes?
You don't have teaching experience, right?
Yes, I have a teaching experience. I can teach the students in reading and writing classes, but we will
Mm-hmm.
prepare our students for the C1 level. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't have experience for teaching CEFR, but I have a CEFR certificate, C1 level.
Yeah,
Can I participate?
as long as you teach English, it's okay. It
Yes.
means you have some experience with CFR because nowadays most uh, of the textbooks are aligned with CFR. That means you have some experience with CFR.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Another question. What about the 9-week workshop? Is it online, offline, or should you participate in a special place or an office or somewhere? I mean.
Yeah, it is fully online course. There is no need to come to assessment agency or anywhere else. You will be at home doing everything online.
Uh-huh. Do you have any requirement for the writing proficiency itself? For example, while checking over the certificate, do you have any requirement for the? Do you have any the score? Will you check the score of the writing? I mean.
Yes, we'll look at your scores if you provide us language certificates, and the stronger writing skills, the better.
Uh-huh.
But
Thank you.
it will not be the only the only criteria to choose item writers.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much.
Okay. Any more questions? Okay. In the chat, I will put the necessary things because you are going to create an item. Okay. You are going to need a template,
Either
first of all.
can I ask a question, please?
Uh-huh.
At which time this course will be held throughout the 2 months and 2.5 months, you mean?
We are going to start it around February.
Yes, and at which time of the day, I mean, afternoon or morning?
No, it will be online. It will be your choice to do your work in the morning, in the evening, etc.
Yeah, I mean, we have other jobs to do. That's why this
Yeah,
course will not interfere our work, I guess you mean.
yeah, it won't interfere because as it is online, you can do it anytime, any free time you have.
Okay.
No, the asynchronous, right? So the
Yeah,
asynchronous, they access anytime, right? Just to clarify to people maybe who joined a bit later, this is the course for teachers, right? For the who want to be the assessment item writers, developers, right? It's not the course
yeah,
for students to
yeah,
increase your level in CFR or something else. So this is the you're going to be professional in assessment, right?
yeah. This is the course for teachers. Yeah. I'm putting the required files in the chat. You should download it in order to work on the item, on the required item. And also the link for Google form.
Big then if you could send it to me on Telegram as well, the document, so I would forward it
Yeah.
in up group, so if people find it easier to download it from there. Okay,
Yeah. I will do it.
thank you.
So you can upload your item in Word file or PDF file. It will be your choice. Okay, so now.
Yeah, while Avazbek is uploading, yeah, Gulsanam, you're right. That's a really wonderful opportunity for professional development, right? So yeah, I really recommend taking this if you want to be the specialist in assessment. It's great for your professional development and future career, right? Yeah. So our recording is on our YouTube channel. So if you want to rewatch to make sure that you are fulfilling the requirements, because Avazbek was explaining what's required and how to do that, right? So I think it would be good if people rewatch the video, right, while filling in the before filling the application, right?
Yeah, I have put the link for Google form in order to apply. I'm sending you through Telegram also, Nadropa, so that you can put it
Yeah, but
here.
I cannot see it in the chat, by the way.
You cannot see it?
No, it's not there.
Sorry I didn't choose everyone. Only
Okay.
for certain people.
Now we have, yes. Mhm.
Can you see the files that I
Yes,
have
yes,
written?
yes. See the-
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Good.
Yeah. So
Thank you,
people,
Nadropa, for this opportunity, this webinar. And I'm terribly sorry for the noises. I was at home. I have a small child. Yeah.
not in Florida? We thought you were in Florida. There's palm tree.
No. It's only a background. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much, Avazbek, for the heads up about this wonderful opportunity. And people who I think that people should consider this if they want to become specialists in assessment, especially. Yeah. So rewatch the video. The recording is on our YouTube channel. The link is in our Mentor Hub channel and the group. So the links to the documents and the form also in our group. So follow it and then, yeah, fill it in. Thank you. Can they write to you if they have any questions? How do you think they can contact you, Avazbek?
Yeah, they can write to me by email. I think the email is the most.
Okay. Yeah, we'll send your email too, right? If people have any questions. Okay, your YouTube channel, Mentor Hub, Yana, Mentor Hub.
Yeah, I have put my email in the chat too.
Yeah, that's great. Yes, that's very helpful. I'm going to share the link to the channel so people can access. Okay, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, right? Thank you and have a good day. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.